Mark Bell for supertraining.tv with some ultra-wide, half-naked sumo deadlifts. The ultra-wide sumo deadlift will help build the lockout. It's also somewhat difficult from the floor, and Treston, Scholl, and I are using them for speed training. You can see Treston's a lot more flexible than me, so he's able to get somewhat decent positioning even with the wider stance. The wider stance is also going to build up your hips, build up your arse. So anybody who's got trouble locking weights out, even if you're a conventional deadlifter, this will help quite a bit. You can use it as an assistance exercise for set to 5. You can use it for speed work, as we're doing here for doubles. We did about 6 doubles on this day, using a couple different weights. Would have done more, but my face has AIDS right now, so we're waiting until that dies out. We got some people testing out some squat suits in this session, testing out the overkill squat suit. There's Treston ripping those weights off the floor. You're going to notice that when you're pulling real wide like that, your positioning is going to be off a little bit, so it's going to be difficult to get your back set just right and to get everything just in place. That's what makes the lift that much more difficult. Here's Robot practicing in his suit, trying to figure out how he should squat and what he should do with his form and all that. He's trying to figure some of that stuff out right now. Sometimes he has a tendency to kind of overextend his back. He tends to somewhat overarch the weights, and so he's in the process of transitioning to messing around with some different form. And when you mess around with different form, don't let yourself get too discouraged. It just takes some time. You're going to start to build different muscles when you have different form. Sometimes people's form is so screwy and so weird that it's not even building the proper muscles that'll help increase the squat or the deadlift. So you got to give it time when you're trying to perfect the technique. Perfecting your form, there's a nice little jig right there. Perfecting your form and technique will just make everything that much more efficient. And you see here, this is a pretty good squat by David Baffis. Just working in his overkill squat suit. I believe he's got the overkill briefs on also. So it's going to take him a little bit of time to work that gear in. He's got to work himself down just a little bit more. He handled some good weights on this day. I believe he went up to around 750. And we're looking for him to get close to an 800-pound squat or so in the next meet. Here's Riley. Got Riley working on his form and his suit. You see already, even from the start, his hips were back too far. I'd like to see him try to force his knees out a little bit more, even on the unrack. But he's a fairly new lifter, so he's trying to pick up all kinds of stuff all at one time. There's Robot going again. He kind of got out of the groove a little bit on that one. Robot's real flexible. His gear is fairly loose, so looking into getting gear that matches his strength would probably be a better option for him at this point. Some people think it's an excuse, to throw on tighter gear or whatever, but you can't display your strength properly unless your gear fits you the right way. Handle that one a little better, but just got a little sidewards. That's it from supertraining.tv.